This is the Agentic Executive. Today's briefing focuses on a key insight you can use to increase clarity, leverage, and decision-making power.
Hook. Most agent deployments fail not because the models are weak, but because we fail to transfer tacit judgment, the mental shortcuts, escalation instincts, and context cues that make a human decision-maker reliable. Without that judgment, agents become brittle, optimize proxies, and surprise you at the worst possible moment.
Promise and core insight. One practical idea you can apply today: build synthetic SOPs. Frame tacit expertise as 3 portable components: clear goals, constraints and decision rules, and testable examples. Capture those concisely and you preserve judgment while enabling agentic scale. Point 1. Failure modes of naive prompt copy. When teams take a senior operator's notes or a long conversation and paste it into a prompt, 3 predictable problems appear. First, hidden assumptions vanish. What seemed obvious to the original operator disappears when context isn't explicit. Second, brittle heuristics surface. Anecdotal rules that only worked in last quarter's market become hard-coded. Third, escalation reflexes are lost. Humans know when to pause, ask for clarification, or escalate. Agents usually do not. The result, trusted workflows become error-prone automations that fail under slightly different conditions. Concrete example. A customer risk triage workflow copied verbatim into an agent. The prompt listed past incidents and expected responses, but it omitted the escalation gate, when revenue at risk exceeded a threshold or when legal indicators appeared. The agent routed cases the human would have escalated, creating friction and missed mitigation opportunities. That's the cost of lost tacit judgment.
Point 2. The 5-part synthetic SOP template. Keep it short, structured, and testable. The template is goal, inputs, decision rules, escalation gates, acceptance tests. I'll walk through each briefly.
Goal: 1 sentence stating the desired outcome and its priority. Example: minimize revenue impacting fraud while preserving less than 10% false positive rate for VIP customers. Inputs: explicit data the agent receives, fields, context windows, freshness guarantees. Say exactly which signals are authoritative. Decision rules: concise if-then rules and heuristics the operator uses, prioritized. Capture invariant principles rather than long stories. Escalation gates: clear thresholds and who to notify. Acceptance tests: a small suite of examples, positive cases, near misses, and adversarial probes. Each test pairs an input with the expected action and outcome.
A useful constraint. Prefer rules plus 4 to 6 examples over exhaustive case dumps. Rules give invariance. Examples teach boundary behavior. Patterns create power.
Point 3. Validation strategy. Don't trust intuition. Use 3 lightweight metrics to validate a synthetic SOP before wide rollout: behavioral invariance, edge case probes, and economic SLOs. Behavioral invariance: check that the agent preserves core rules across variations. For example, always escalate when legal keywords appear. Edge case probes are adversarial tests that intentionally stress the SOP with near-boundary inputs. Economic SLOs tie behavior to outcomes: cost of false positives, revenue impact, response latency. Map these metrics to business outcomes and require passing thresholds before moving from human-in-the-loop to autonomous operation.
Measure these in a small pilot. Run a week of parallel operations, log divergence events, and classify their severity. If divergence causes service or economic harm above your predefined tolerance, iterate the SOP. Don't auto-rollout.
Action step: a 1-day sprint to convert one workflow into a deployable synthetic SOP. Timebox it. Identify 60 minutes. Draft 180 minutes. Validate 120 minutes. Identify. Pick a single high-value workflow with clear decision points and one accountable owner. Draft. Use the 5-part template. Keep the SOP under 1 page and pair each rule with 1 example. Validate. run the 3 validation metrics in a sandbox: behavioral invariance, 3 edge probes, and an economic SLO sanity check. If the SOP fails, iterate until it meets your stop criteria. This is a day-sized operational move you can run this afternoon.
Recap. The core insight. Tacit knowledge is portable when framed as goals, constraints, decision rules, and tests. The 3 supports. Naive prompt copy fails by losing assumptions and escalation. The 5-part template gives a compact encoding, and a lightweight validation strategy ties behavior to business outcomes. The expected impact: faster, safer agent rollouts, preserved knowledge capital, and clearer escalation paths that protect optionality.
Risks and mitigations. First risk: overfitting SOPs to current edge cases so they break in new contexts. Mitigation: prefer invariant rules and representative examples, not exhaustive case lists. Second, SOPs becoming stale. Mitigation: schedule a 30 to 90-day review cycle, tie versioning to measurable outcomes, and make updates routine. Third, misaligned incentives where agents optimize proxy metrics. Mitigation: attach clear economic SLOs and human-in-the-loop escalation gates. Test each SOP with adversarial edge cases before full autonomy. These are simple safeguards that prevent the worst surprises.
Quick practical tip. Put the acceptance tests in your CI for agents. If a change causes a test to fail, require a human sign-off. Precision drives agency.
Call to action. Run the 1-day sprint on a single high-value task this week. Start small, measure directly, and iterate. Subscribe for daily executive briefings if you want a steady stream of operational playbooks like this one. Stay agentic.
You've been listening to the Agentic Executive. Apply what you learned today and make your next move count. Stay agentic.